Okay, what we've got here is that we're going to use Cornice Cement 45, which is a gyprock product, which is, I believe, it's the best product to use for this sort of patch. Now what we've got here is just a normal bucket, and I've oiled the bucket up with just regular motor oil, so when it goes hard, it actually won't stick to the bucket, and you can easily clean the buckets out. So what we've got here, put your hands in, it's not going to kill you. There's a bit of water in there. You just got to try and make the consistency just firm enough so it's not going to fall off your tools when you're using it. But not too thick, because you don't want it too thick because it's too hard to work with. So you make sure you sort of do this over your grass or something like that, because it can get quite messy. If you're doing a bigger bucket, you can actually just use a big stick to mix it up. Because this is only a little bit, just use a 4-inch scraper. So the best bit here is you just add little bits at a time, because you don't want it to go too thick. So then you've got to add water after it. See how it's sticking up now? So you don't want it any thicker than this. This is thick enough. Okay, that'll do for this stage. What we're going to do is put it onto the hawk. So I just sort of get enough, because this lot's just going to be for the back lot to sort of hold the patch in place. The best bet for this part, so I'm just going to work it around like this, because it actually sets off quicker if you work the gauge. Because the thing is, I don't want to be sitting around waiting for it to dry, so it takes 45 minutes to dry. If you just mix it up like that, 45 minutes later before it's hard. So if I actually agitate it, the product goes harder quicker, and you can do the whole patch in 45 minutes then. So now it's actually starting to go hard. Once you keep agitating it, I've probably been doing this for like 3 or 4 minutes, you can actually feel it start to stiffen up. When it does this, you know it's actually should be ready to go hard soon. Okay, so I think that's enough now. I've got this back block. A scraper. I'm just going to apply it to the back block, just like in lumps like this. Try not to get it everywhere, like I did. Okay, so now we just stick this block in here. So sort of, you've got to make it big enough so it fits in. It gets plenty back on there to hold it in place. So that's in place now. I might actually stick a nail in it as well, just to make sure it doesn't slide down. That should just stop it from sliding down until it goes hard. It's the leftover gauge we've got here. Just put it in around the edge just to sort of make sure the piece that we put in there will stick really well. Because it's not being nailed on this side, we're relying on the Cornice cement to actually hold it in place. So now, all you need to do, and don't push too hard, because you know it's just sort of sitting there. So you just got to sort of work it in. Like so. And on this side, nail it back onto the stud. Like I said before, because there's nothing there, and actually, like if you put the level on it, it's dead flat now, but when the thing is, you want it pushed back a little bit, so when we fill over it, the finish is actually flat. So what I'll do here is temporarily stick this batten over. Probably should actually check where the studs are before you do this. I think it's there. There you go, that's pretty secure now. What you do, you stick a couple of nails under it like this, and that will keep it pushed back until that gauge goes off behind it. Now all you have to do is sort of clean up around the edge. This doesn't matter too much because you'll go over it with the trowel in a minute. So now that we've got our piece in, we just wait till this gauge here goes hard and then we'll apply the tape and the first coat.